What if I told you that posting less frequently on social media could actually help your library reach more people? I know it sounds backwards, but I think I'm onto something here, and I've got some data to prove my theory, and it might help you in your work in library marketing. So, we're going to talk about how to do that in this episode of the Library Marketing Show. Hi, everyone. I'm Angela Hursh from superlibrarymarketing.com. Head on over there and click on the Library Marketing Show tab to nominate your library or someone else's library for kudos for doing something fun and interesting or exciting in library marketing. I also hope to see some of you later this week at the American Library Association conference in Philadelphia. I will be at the EBSCO booth number 1125 on Saturday and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. recording library stories. I'd love for you to stop by and share your library story with me. And we're going to begin today's episode with Kudos, which is going to the Hawaii State Public Library System. I put a link down below so you can see this article. They have debuted a new library card. Lots of libraries debut library cards, and we might think it's not such a big deal, but it is. A lot of thought goes into the design because that card is a tangible, physical piece that connects your library to your readers. The Hawaii State Public Library System used the natural beauty of the Hawaii Islands to create their card. I think it's fantastic. Has your library created a new card? I'd love to see it. Maybe put a link with a photo or a photo itself down below in the comments. And congratulations, Hawaii State Public Library System. And now for today's topic. We have all heard the saying, post to social media more often to stay relevant. Consistency does matter, yes. But in my recent experience, I have found that flooding your followers' feeds with content actually does the opposite. So I want to talk about that a little bit and how you can be more strategic and post less often on social media and get better results. I think the first and most important reason that this works is that old saying, quality over quantity. When you don't have to crank out content every single day on all of your library social media platforms, that gives you more time to actually think about the content you're creating, to analyze your metrics, and to do a better job of creating content that really resonates with your audience. Your messages can be stronger. You can do some more thoughtful storytelling. You can spend a little more time writing the text or creating the graphics or choosing the photo for the post or creating the video for the post. Quality over quantity wins every single time. The second reason I believe that this strategy works is because it helps you in the algorithm. So if you, let's say you do 30 posts, one a day on Facebook, let's say 15 of those posts get low engagement, 5 get medium, and 10 get high engagement. You have more posts with lower engagement than medium or high engagement, and those lower engagement posts are going to be penalizing for you. Facebook is going to look at that average overall and downrank your organic posts. So this is tied to that quality over quantity part. And then the third part of this, which is very much tied to quality over quantity and algorithm behavior, is that strategic focus. When you have fewer posts to create, you have more time to think about which topics you're going to cover, how you're going to cover them. Is there going to be video, graphics, photos, a poll, what have you? You have also more time to analyze what is working so you can plan to continue what's working and stop doing the things that aren't working. So what does this all mean? Here are my tips for you if you're managing social media for your library. First, I want you to try a 3-month experiment where you post only 2 to 3 times a week on each of your platforms, no more, and see if your engagement numbers go up. As you're creating these posts, really spend a little more time thinking about what is going to spark conversation or an emotional reaction in your followers. And then take the time at the end of the month, really and truly, to look through your analytics to try to figure out what you should post during the next month. At the end of that 3-month period, take a look over your posts and see if this particular strategy worked for your library. If it did, you just keep doing it. Fewer posts, but better quality posts. Okay, so what do you think of this plan? Are you on board? Have you ramped up the number of posts you're doing or pulled back on the number of posts that you're doing? And what results have you seen in analytics? I am really curious. So let's get a conversation started down in the comments. And that is all for this episode of the Library Marketing Show. But you don't have to go anywhere because my channel is full of other tips for library marketing. If you are interested in learning more, head on over to this next video and I'll meet you there.